Dick Cheney's funeral packed the National Cathedral and made headlines for who wasn't there. Why were two of the most prominent Republicans left off the guest list? What does Cheney's legacy really mean, and why could this funeral reshape GOP politics? Dick Cheney, vice president from 2001 to 2009, was one of the most consequential and controversial figures of modern U.S. politics. Architect of administration policy on national security, a driving force on Iraq, and a relentless defender of executive power. He died earlier this month at 84 from complications of pneumonia and heart and vascular disease, leaving a divided legacy. The funeral at Washington's National Cathedral drew a rare roll call of modern American leaders: former Presidents Joe Biden and George W. Bush, former vice presidents, and many top national security figures. George W. Bush delivered a tribute. Family members, including Liz Cheney, spoke. It was a heavy, bipartisan roster except for two notable absences. Donald Trump, now president, and Vice President J.D. Vance were not invited, according to multiple outlets. News organizations report the decision was intentional, reflecting deep policy and personal rifts between Cheney and the current MAGA leadership. This wasn't just personal, it's symbolic. Cheney and his daughter Liz publicly broke with Trump after January 6th and endorsed Democrats in 2024. Cheney became a prominent critic of the post-2016 right. By excluding Trump and Vance, the family and those arranging the guest list set a public boundary. Cheney's brand of establishment conservatism is not aligned with today's White House. The optics. Two sitting executives of the same party, president and VP, omitted from a major funeral. That fuels GOP infighting narratives and gives centrists a moment of vindication. It also raises questions about political etiquette versus principle. Funerals have long been non-political spaces for unity, but this one underlines how polarized the moment has become. Beyond politics, Cheney was a husband and father. His family noted he died surrounded by loved ones, closing a life marked by public sacrifice and private health struggles, from multiple heart attacks to a 2012 transplant. For some, he was a safety-first leader. For others, a symbol of unchecked executive power. We stay watchful for three things. Statements from the White House. Will Trump publicly comment? How conservative leaders react? Will this deepen factionalism? Liz Cheney's post-funeral moves. Does the family push a policy legacy or lean into historical defense of Cheney's record? This funeral was more than a goodbye. It was a political moment. Tell us, was excluding Trump and Vance appropriate, or did it politicize a solemn event? Drop your view below. Subscribe for sourced updates.